welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. And I am going to be doing a video today on my GR Corolla, and I'm going to be installing the RacerX short shifter and spherical shifter bearings. So I currently have the Forge short shifter on there, and I wanted to do a little comparison between the two and see how they were different and how they were the same, and which one that I actually preferred, one over the other. And so I've had the Forge one on there for quite a while, so I'm gonna swap it out and see how I like the RacerX on there and go from there. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. And if you guys like these kind of videos and appreciate them, I sure would appreciate your help in getting the channel to grow. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. It really does make a big difference, and it just takes a couple of seconds to do it. So please do that. I would be very thankful and appreciative for it. So with that, let's take a look at what we got. So here we've got both here's the spherical bearings and there's the short shifter. And there are the bearings. So I'll go ahead and pop the hood, and we'll go ahead and get started. First thing we have to do is remove the air box so we have access to it, and then we can go ahead and install these. So the first thing that we need to do is remove this cover here, and then we'll remove the snorkel, and then we'll remove the air box, and then we can get to everything underneath there. So go ahead and start with a little tool, and we'll start removing all the clips. Alrighty. This comes off. Then there's two clips right here. Two sides, so then this will slide out. Set that up there. Okay, so now we got to go ahead and get the air box out. So first thing we want to do is take this off. You can push here. If that doesn't release enough to get it to slide off, then if you have a real small screwdriver, it works to just kind of help lift up at the very back of it, and then that'll pop off. So, and then loosen your 10 millimeter bolt here for the clamp, which I've already done that. And then you can pop this, and then there is one. Then you'll be able to actually just take this whole piece off. There we go, just like that. And then it's out of your way. And you can take the air filter out, and that helps expose everything here. You got a little vacuum line right here, so pop those off the little crimps that they are, and then go ahead and slide that off the connector. There we go. And just kind of loop that back there. So, and then you can see right here, there's one connector going right here. It's the same thing as push in on the tab. There we go. Sometimes just using that tool will help. But after you get that out, this will actually just pop up. So if you want, you can kind of turn it a little bit so you can see that clip a little better. The next thing you're going to need to do is take this bracket out, because here's our shifter mechanism under there. And so we need to remove those 10mm bolts there. So let's go ahead and everything is exposed, and you can actually see the forge short shifter mechanism right there. So the next thing you're going to want to do is, even if you have your OEM bushing, is you're going to want to go ahead and get that bushing out of the way there. So now, get to this point, what we want to do is just push this and work this out. To start to prep this, there is so here's your spherical bearing. There's a little, you can see this little collar right there. So that goes on first. Then your bearing. So like that. And then that's gonna go from under to up. Slide that in through that slot, and then go ahead and turn it sideways a little bit just to help out a little bit. Then we get this big flat washer that goes on there to kind of, it's going to end up sandwiching that in. Then there's another little washer piece there that will go on, that slides over, takes up that space. Then a lock washer. And then a lock nut. There we go. There we go. That's just finger tight now, but it'll sit basically like that. Next step is to remove these two 12mm bolts, and to remove this counterweight right here. Okay, oh yeah, that's pretty heavier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, there we go. That takes care of that. So you want to use a 4mm Allen and a 10mm wrench to go ahead and tighten the nut on the bottom right there, so that that nut is locked down and that this will still move nicely. And then once that is done, go ahead and line this up. The two holes kind of right at the bottom here, with where the two bolts that you just took out, where the counterweight is. And so it'll look just like that. Next step is to take this little piece that's included in the kit, and this will line up with these two threaded holes, and it slides over the post where it originally mounted to. There we go, slide that down, and then that lines up over there. They include two nuts with a 6mm Allen. Right general area. And then I can rotate a little bit and line it up over those bottom holes, and that's what it's going to look like at that point. Next step is to go ahead and reattach the counterweight. And they provide 2 longer bolts to do that with. So these will drop all the way down through. There we go. So everything is back together loosely as far as the short shifter goes. So now, just need to tighten all those up. So let's go ahead and snug things down. There we go. Okay. Now, last but not least, is we still got to do this one right here. So let's go ahead and pop that clip out. A little easier than the last one. Well, the last one came out real easy, it just popped out suddenly. There we go. This one I was able to control a little bit better. There we go. And I don't think that it will ever go anywhere because it's bolted down there, so there's no way for that to lift up. But I've got another clip that they gave me, but I'm just going to actually put the OEM one back here. That is it. That is all she wrote, guys. And put everything back together in the reverse order. So first thing we'll do is okay. Piece is in. Next thing we can do is snap in the base of the, connect this harness. And this goes back into right here. And then this goes right here. There we go. Make sure you get it all the way seated up there. So that is on. Now, go ahead and always got to get the back of it seated into the holes first. There we go. You'll know it didn't seat in there because they won't line up. So, clip that in, clip that in. All we have to do is to put the cover back on. There we go. And all the clips once more. That is it. ladies and gentlemen. So the RacerX short shifter and spherical bearings are installed, and we'll give them a good run through, and I'll give you my 2 cents worth here down the road and compare them with the Forge short shifter and see. I did like the Forge, I had no problems with it, but I wanted to compare it with it because I wanted to install the spherical bearings and see if they made any difference over the stock ones. So I thought it would be a good chance to do a little comparison and go from there. So anyway, thank you much for joining me, guys. Once again, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, we'll see you down the road.